Facts stay sharp, yeah, we never confused. From the streets to the world, get the real, no cap. Breaking headlines, put the truth on the map. Hot. God PCV, we bringing the news. Facts stay sharp, yeah, we never confused. From the streets to the world, get the real, no cap. Breaking headlines, put the truth on the map. Fast with the facts, we don't play no games. Reporting what's real, we ain't chasing fame. Cold Peace TV, stay locked, stay tuned. If you want the real talk, we deliver it soon. Cold Peace TV, we bringing the news. Facts stay sharp, yeah, we never confused. From the streets to the world, keep it real, no cap. You're breaking headlines, put the truth on the map. Cold Peace TV, we bringing the news. Fast with the facts, we don't play no games. Reporting what's real, we ain't chasing fame. Cold Peace TV, stay locked, stay tuned. If you want the real talk, we deliver it soon. Cold Peace TV, we bringing the news. Facts stay sharp, yeah, we never confused. From the streets to the world, keep it real, no cap. You're breaking headlines, put the truth on the map. Cold Peace TV, we bringing the news. Facts stay sharp. Yeah, we never confused.
Hey y'all, hey, welcome. We back with another one. So y'all see my title, Carlos Goes Live. He literally just went live. I caught it towards the end, but he was on there talking with some girl, was trying to get information out of him, but he wasn't really saying too much. But he says he's going to go live again later, so I'm going to be watching to see what now. Why now do you want to go live? We seen you creeping up out the courtroom after the hearing was over today. What can you possibly get on here and say? Now he telling people they need to start taking up for him because everybody's lying on him. He's not that type of dude and all this bullshit. But shout out to Miss Tina and her whole family. They came and they showed up, and her speaking just it took me out. Like I almost dropped a tear. I held it together though. But we ain't at the finish line yet. When we get at that finish line, that's when I'm gonna drop that tear. Because Ramika did not deserve this. Y'all, Tia, the broadcaster, says that Holly's lawyer was trying to get her a bail, but the judge said no. He don't care that she's pregnant. No. He even made a statement about Carlos and Holly bumping fists on the crime scene. That's how you know Carlos is up next, and he moving funny. He trying to act like he's not worried, but he's definitely fucking worried. He's definitely worried. And that's what I told y'all. People are, the police, all the investigators, they've been watching. They've been paying close attention to this whole thing. And you got people saying, it's a content creator. I ain't gonna say her name, but Keys had a problem with her at a point, bringing up Carlos and saying she had a written statement. Y'all put that together, but her thumbnail pissed me off. And then I go and listen to what she had to say. She's basically saying that the DA and everybody, they're doing this to please the people. Since when do y'all know the state trying to do something to please the people? They don't give a fuck about what we think. This is the state's money that they're dealing with. They don't like to waste their time or their money. First degree M-word, they charged her with that because that's exactly what this was. It was premeditated. Even Tia said it on this clip that I'm about to show y'all. I don't know where that woman stands over there, that content creator, but this is what it is. It's first degree M-word because that's exactly what happened. They're not finna waste our time nor theirs to just find her not guilty. So fuck everybody that think that is the case. But let's get into what I got.
To Detective Tiros, you did a great job. I truly appreciate it. To the Attorney General, it's been 3 months of pain and agony. I just want to say thank you, Lord. Thank you. Justice, please. I just want justice. I don't want to fight with nobody. I don't want to argue with nobody. I just want justice for my daughter. And I want argue with nobody. I just want justice for my daughter. And I want peace in my family. This has been such a hard 3 months. It's been painful. It's been terror. I mean, we've been torn apart. One of the leaders of our family, she was the baby, but she was the leader. The holidays are not holidays. I'm just grateful to God. And I am. I thank you, I thank you, I thank you. And all I want is to be done, is justice to be done. I want justice so I can have a peace and mind. It won't bring her back, but it will be a little peace now. It feels like a big bundle just been lifted off my head and my heart. And I truly appreciate everyone that stood by me, rallied with me, supported me and my family, because it meant a lot. And I thank the world, because the world helped me and God. I thank y'all so much. I thank news people. I think the Facebook, social media. You guys was there for us. You guys stood there with us. You didn't let us down, and you still are there. And I thank y'all so, so much. I couldn't have did it without y'all. I couldn't have made it this far without y'all. You and you. I love you, girls.
Thank you.
You hear me? And I thank y'all so much.
So we're happy with the verdict.
And we're happy with the verdict. Justice for me! Justice for me!
Justice for me! Justice for me!
Has always been doing great. He has a strong mother. He has a strong grandmother. He has strong aunties. He has strong uncles. He has a village. Carlos may be hurt for the rest of his life, but we make sure he see rainbows in his clouds. Okay? Nothing will ever change about that. There is nothing he needs that we cannot provide. He is perfectly well. He is happy. He is thriving. And even when he feels his lowest, we pull him out of it together like we do with each other. He is a superstar like his mom, and he's going to show her better than he can tell her.
Yes.
Facts. Speak big, sis. And that's the reason why, right there, why Carlos would not stand a chance in getting little Los, getting custody of him. Like literally. Especially with this hanging over your head. You're about to go to prison, boy. So now you online, going live because you're trying to gain sympathy. Now this is your way of speaking out, trying to make it seem like, I told y'all, this man is going to flip on Holly. I'm telling y'all, it's just a matter of fucking days, like literally. Because now why all of a sudden you going live and trying to gain the public's sympathy? Let's keep going.
3 murder charges, and today's hearing mark a step towards justice for the family of 31-year-old Romika Meeks Blackman, who was studying to become a nurse before she was fatally shot in September. On Wednesday afternoon, Chicago police arrested 31-year-old Des Plaines resident Quadacia Johnson in connection to Blackman's murder. On September 8th, Blackman died after she was shot at the intersection of Cermak Road and State Street. She had just dropped. She had just dropped her 6-year-old son off at school. Right before her death, police say a fight broke out between Johnson and Blackman. Sources say the two women knew each other. Initially, right after the shooting, Johnson was arrested and released without charges. Johnson is expected to appear on the 24th. Reporting from 26th in California, I'm Jewel Heller.
Ewing, who is here now. You've been on one of the most watched stories of the week.
My bad, y'all. That last clip, she was saying that Holly is due back in court December 24th. How about that? Christmas Eve. Yeah, bitch, you not spending no fucking Christmas with him or your son or your family. Y'all not a family. Let's keep going.
Ewing, who is here now. You've been on one of the most watched stories of the week here, the case of Romeka Blackman. And this goes back several months. September. And you have followed it the entire way. So walk us through how we got to today.
So how we got to today is yesterday at 3:25 in the afternoon. I was working on something completely different, got a phone call from the Cook County State's Attorney's Office letting me know these charges were indeed filed, and that Quadasia Johnson, who was the person accused in all of this of shooting Romeka Blackman, was going to be charged at that moment with first-degree murder, and that she would appear in court today. So fast forward to today is when the actual hearing happened, and we found out a lot of, decent information inside that courtroom. One being that Quadasia Johnson and Romeka Blackman, we already knew that they shared the same father of their children.
Correct.
So, Quadasia has a child, a very young child, and Romeka Blackman at the time had a 6-year-old who has now turned 7. He literally turned 7 shortly after his mother was killed. With that being said, we also found out that Quadasia Johnson is indeed pregnant at this moment, 7 weeks pregnant, and her attorneys really tried to drive home that point with the judge in court today for her to be released. Yeah. The judge made some pretty straight up statements, one being that when this shooting happened, at one point, the actual alleged shooter, Quadasia Johnson in this case, fist bumped the father that she and Romeka Blackman have in common with their children, fist bumped him after the shooting. And Romeka Blackman have in common with their children, fist bumped him after the shooting. And the judge said, someone like that, basically, I'm essentially gonna, melt down his words into essentially what he said, does not deserve to be out roaming the streets. I think that's a very inflammatory thing to find out from witnesses that happened. Yeah. And witnesses, I do want to point out the fact that in this case, you got to give it up to the witnesses here to even get us to this point in this case. Because even in the video that you saw, the aftermath of this shooting, these officers that responded, they responded to a chaotic scene. And many of them look like this may have been the first day on the job. I mean, quite frankly. May have been the first day on the job. I mean, quite frankly. Not really understanding who was the shooter, not really understanding who were the witnesses, people walking through the crime scene. We saw that in the video, and so the witnesses said, hey, that's the shooter. That's the person you need to be arresting. That's the person that you need to look out for. And another thing that came out in court in terms of what witnesses saw and heard, they said after that first shot was fired, there was a pause. Why is that important? Somebody may say, okay, why is that important? That's important because you fire one shot at someone, they're down, you pause, and then you ramp up again, and other shots are then fired.
Are they saying that's the reason for the premeditated? Obviously, first degree murder would be premeditated. Right. Is that so? The second shot, they're saying premeditated because you thought about it to shoot again?
Well, in this case, that was not made officially clear in the courtroom, but that was brought up as witnesses stepping up and how this case has really unfolded. And because of that, the judge did not feel like Quadasia Johnson, no matter pregnant or not, does not deserve to be out here walking the streets.
Period. And that's why people trying to they trying to downplay what's happening with her getting charged, like they just doing something to please us. No, this judge is not fucking around at all. He told her to her face, she's not it's not okay for her to be roaming around amongst us people, because to do something like what you did is crazy, fucking crazy. Yeah, all I can say is she fucked up. They both did, and Carlos knows it. Y'all look at his face in this fucking video. Just pay attention. That's a worried man. That's a worried face. Let's get into it. I can't believe he literally went live today, just not too long ago, like 20 minutes ago.
Ask this man and tell us the truth.
Thanks for not. They know for a fact that shit ain't true. That's all you need to know.
All right, that's fair. Okay.
They ask about me.
Nah. I don't need to ask. I just thought you were gonna like express and just go into detail, but I see you probably, and that's cool too. We just wanted to know the truth, to hear your side. I just wanted to hear what you was gonna say.
All right.
All right.
Hey mom, I wanna holler at you.
No, get somebody else. I don't. How you change? I don't even know how to get this shit out of here, man. I'll remove that. Man, y'all people so nosy and y'all disrespectful to the motherfucker too.
Yeah.
Y'all going crazy like in my DMs and shit.
I know she's trying to fuck. Come on, baby, show that face.
Man, they going fucking nuts.
No, somebody gonna do that.
Oh yeah. Hold on. Hello. That's yeah, I can. Okay, all right. I'm gonna get back on here in a little while, y'all. Get back on this bitch in a little while. But y'all gotta stop letting them lie on me, man. A lot of y'all know what type of guy I am. Y'all better start taking up for me, man.
Ain't nobody taking up for shit. And the people that know you, oh fucking well, the truth is coming out. And he's scared. He's so fucking scared. Y'all can see it in his face. But I'm gonna be watching for him to go live later. But this, 1 down, 2 to go. Who is the third person, y'all? We know that obviously it's Carlos. We know the second person is Carlos. Who is this third person? That's how you know that this was premeditated. They planned this shit. They planned it. And I can't wait to see this all the way through. I cannot. He's so worried, y'all. But y'all like, comment, subscribe, hit the notification bell. I'm out. Bye.
But peace to your feet, we bringing the news. Facts stay sharp, yeah, we never confused. From the streets to the world, get the real, no cap. Breaking headlines, put the truth on the map.
Yeah, fast with the facts, we don't play no games. Report on what's real, we ain't chasing fame. Call Peace TV, stay locked, stay tuned. If you want the real talk, we deliver it soon.